So, I just wanted to kind of make this video to help you with hard days because we all face a lot of them and a lot of us don't know what to do. It's like as soon as it hits, it's just this thing that's undeniable, and throughout the whole day, you know it's just going to be bad. Say you wake up and you just um stayed up too late the previous night, but you got to get up and go to school or go to work, and you know you're going to be tired the whole day. And well, I'll tell you, it's really easy to just say, well, that day's screwed, it's not going to be good. But what's important to remember after that is there's a way that you can recover it. Like, there's always a possibility that that could be the best day you've ever had. You don't know. Maybe if you slept in, maybe if you didn't get enough sleep, there's slightly better chance that the day's gonna be bad, but it doesn't mean it can't be good. And by thinking of that from the beginning, you're just kind of screwing yourself up from the start. And like, don't even think that, don't blame yourself for doing this. Don't, you know, you don't get on your own ass because I do this all the time. I never talk to anyone would say that they'd never do this anymore. It's just something that everyone has to kind of get over, like labeling things as a good day or a bad day. It helps to just be in the moment, like, and this advice, I'm gonna give you two little bits of advice that I've been implementing and have helped me a little bit, and hopefully it can help you too. The second one is obvious but works, which I was just gonna say is just stay in the moment. Like, literally. Because when you're in the moment, you're not worrying about the future. Like, you're not worrying about what's gonna happen because you didn't get enough sleep. Or, say, for another example, you think it's gonna be a bad day because, I don't know, your dog just died like the previous day. And, like, just don't let yourself be licked before you start. And it's it's a possibility that it's going to be a bad day, okay? Maybe it's more likely, but you thinking that and getting stuck in that mindset is going to be way more likely to make it a bad day than if you were to just head in with a set of no predispositions, no expectations for the day, and just see how it plays out, right? Because every day has the opportunity to be good. I said that already. Bears repeating. Okay, the second one. This one is a little bit less obvious and a little bit harder to do, but I just discovered it not too long ago, and I've been using it every time, and consistently it's been working. So it's still simple. It goes as follows. Just try to expand yourself and still improve slightly on any kind of goals that you've had. Okay? It's as easy as that, because on bad days, we have the tendency to just start letting things slide, which makes us feel bad about ourselves and makes us want to continue that cycle. So it's kind of just like a self-repeating, self-feeding, judgmental cycle, and it's really bad. But what you can do is break that cycle by improving on that day. And it doesn't have to be a lot. That's the key. It shouldn't be a lot. Because if you're pushing yourself too hard, then you're not living your true edge. You're actually, it's a form of self-denial because you're not being true to yourself about how much you can do healthfully. That's something else that I had to learn, and still I need to remember. Yeah, so, for example, I'm trying to be more aware, like, just kind of know what's going on around me, get off my phone. So, what I did in the morning, was just when I was going on a walk, I walked my dog in the morning, I just tried to notice a couple things about houses that I had never noticed before as I passed by. That was all I had to do. And just that simple act of improving instead of letting myself stagnate, kickstarted into a good day. Additionally, when you're like so asleep and you think it's going to be a bad day, that's actually the perfect opportunity to relax and have no expectations for the day. Because if you don't expect a day to be good, anything good that happens will be a nice surprise. But that doesn't mean that you expect the day not to be good. You know, you can't go that far onto the other side. You just need to have no expectations at all. Easier said than done, but something you can work towards. So of course for this method to work, you have to have certain goals, which is an important part of self-improvement anyway, if you're trying to get into that. Which if you're watching this video, you probably are. So I use Notion. You can use anything that you want to use to track your goals. I also have a whiteboard on my wall where I just write down some stuff to remind myself every day. And I've seen a ton of people use different methods. Some people can just remember it. Those are absolute legends, but I wouldn't trust yourself to do that unless you have an insane memory. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I have a hard time. Maybe it's just me that has a hard time remembering goals, but even the ones that I put up on my wall, sometimes I have a hard time remembering if they're written small. So another important aspect of goals is to keep coming back to them. And like not just every day, not just like once a week, you have to do it multiple times per day. And one of the best advice I've ever heard on this before, it was from Hamza. And that's just if you get it on an app on your phone, every time that you're just kind of flipping through your phone, doing your stupid little dopamine, just like head on over to the goal sheet, you know, instead of whatever you're doing that probably wasn't that important, you know. And it's a way better way to use your time. You actually remember your goals, and seeing them in front of you just gets you an absurd amount of inspiration. Like, your mind just works subconsciously, so that eventually you'll just get an idea. And if you've ever been taking a hard, difficult test and then flagged a problem, went back to it, and knew exactly how to do it, then you know what I'm talking about. If you've never felt that, then I felt that too, because like I do that sometimes. Yeah, that was it. I don't want this video to be too long. I just thought that was useful, and I thought that might be useful for you.